All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. It's hard to know who's more dynamic between quarterback Lamar Jackson and that man Hollywood Brown. But they're just going to try to get the ball in Brown's hands early and often like they did there and see what he can produce. So many folks in Baltimore excited about this young pup, and for good reason. The rookie first-rounder out of Oklahoma is explosive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Keep bringing the balls up. Brings up third down. On the set. 55. Check, 55. Mike. They can't handle that.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Alert! Shift! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Alert flare! Alert flare! Flare! Check 52! Alert!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 and win against Baltimore. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Sack City, baby!
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
44. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Who draw corkers? Rush in, rush in, rush in. Jack! Hey, watch it. 50. Hey, zoom.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half run.
Last run, they'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now this time he'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Switzer on the return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think that...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Set! Who's 30? 51. I'm not ready. 50. 44. 80 weapon. Smooth. 77. 3 buzz. Go. Here we go. Here's the flag.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Haywood.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Connor. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Switzer. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yeah, at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll roll him out right, and he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go.
Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to run again with Snell. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
Not an issue. Exercise those fingers. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rudolph escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
All day, dog.
Hit it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.